It's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Welcome back to the lab. Let's go ahead and test out a unit not many people have seen at 100% potential. We're speaking about the Extreme Intelligence type World Tournament Tien unit. Now this is over on the global side. The data is within the game, so that's why we're able to access this. So technically it's not released on global yet. Neither is, you know, the Kami unit or the LR Tien and Chaozu that you'll see in the video, but that's pretty much why that's happening. It's a server test, so just keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and see how this guy does. Pretty decent unit in terms of, you know, the stats and especially the passive skills. So let's go ahead and cover that a little bit. Alright, so leader skill, he does have the intelligence type HP attack increase of 50%. Super attack will cause supreme damage and raises attack and defense by 30% for 6 turns, so benefit of both the attack and defense from his super attack. Passive skill has a high chance to launch up to 2 additional attacks with a high chance to become a super attack, so very nice feature there, and especially with the, you know, potential system work, you're looking at, you know, criticals on top of additionals, so very decent passive skill there. In terms of links, he's got Crane School, that's 500 to attack, Master and Pupil, plus 1 key, Infighter attack increase of 10%, and then enemies defense drop at 10%. Incredible Adventure, that's plus 2 key and guidance. So the Dragon Ball, that's 20% increase to attack. He only falls into one category, which is the World Tournament. So for this setup, it is going to be on a Tech Vegito Blue setup. So no, actually, no, I'm sorry. It's going to be on the Spirit Bomb Goku setup. Okay, so HP maxed out, it's going to be at 9,621, attack is 10,795, and defense is at 6,908. 12 key multiplier is 135%. Alright, so just going to go ahead and get off the Dokkan mode real fast. He does have type advantage against Vegeta, so let's see how much damage he does. Demon King Piccolo is providing 25% increase to attack, so is Kami, so pretty decent boost there. Without criticals, it looks to be about 1.65 million in damage. And the reason, just so y'all know, the reason why I'm not even able to talk straight right now is I ended up working until about 2:30 in the morning last night, so definitely pretty tired. But just want to be consistent with the uploads. Definitely be on the lookout. I have 2 scheduled today, so this is going to be 1. So be on the lookout for another interesting unit to be showcased later on this evening. I think, you know, the ability to get up to 2 additional attacks with a high chance of becoming a super attack definitely does make things very interesting with this guy. And you know, it's kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense as to why he's an extreme type. Obviously, he was like an enemy during the World Tournament when they first appeared, but you know, it would have been nicer if it was a super type, because of, you know, the links would have been a little bit easier. But you know, with the Spirit Bomb Goku double E setup, you can essentially bring in any unit you can. So not really any real problems there. And I think really one of the benefits of this guy could be on Super Battle Road. I mean, you know, he has the ability to, you know, launch up to 2 additional attacks, and then the criticals, and then more work on the potential system could lead to, you know, better output. So yeah, I think he could definitely help out with that. Now links could definitely be an issue, because pretty much the links that he has really wouldn't share with any units that you would tend to bring on Super Battle Road. The only thing I could think of that might possibly have links is the Infighter. Everything else is strictly, you know, the Dragon Ball Saga related links. So but I mean, it might not be too bad, honestly, especially nowadays in Dokkan Battle. You've got leads that are +3 key per lead, so you're essentially going to get half the key gauge filled up before you even start collecting any more keys. So I think it'll be alright for the most part, but you know, it could certainly be an issue. I mean, it's worth mentioning. I've actually wanted this guy in my main JP account, but I've yet to be able to pull him yet. So it's kind of nice to see how well he actually does. I mean, it seems like he can definitely take care of business and put in a decent amount of work. I mean, he's shedding out pretty decent of damage. You know, given this is Boss Rush 3, it's not anywhere close to, you know, the difficulties of the newer type bosses, but I think, you know, the ability to get up to 3 additional attacks is going to make things very interesting. And this guy is pretty good. I do like this unit a lot, the Demon King Piccolo. Very nice passive skill, helps out, you know, the team overall for extreme types. So definitely a decent unit. Yeah, I'm guessing the World Tournament for Global is finally going to get updated with the next one coming up. I don't know when they're going to schedule it, since pretty much JP and Global just got done with one, but I expect LR Tien and Chaozu, and also the Tien unit, the Kami unit, and like all those types of units to be, you know, available, you know, with the next one. I mean, I assume. Okay, so it looks like we've got the Dokkan mode lined up. Fortunately, Tien's gonna have to be up front just so he can, you know, get the Dokkan mode attack. But you know, he certainly does share links with the LR Tien and Chaozu unit, and you know, for those that don't know, that LR unit is a free-to-play unit. You just have to rank within a certain rank within the local ranking within the World Tournament. So it's not like overly difficult to get that, you know, place within the ranks to be able to at least get one copy of them. So probably similar to the Piccolo unit that was given out as the local ranking reward. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't really remember the exact placement rewards or, you know, whatnot. It's definitely interesting to, you know, be able to see units like this maxed out and see what their potentials are. You just you know, you really don't see it too often, especially because, you know, you don't really. I mean, he's not an ideal lead anyway, so unless you yourself max this unit out, you know, it's hard to see that in actuality. You know, given this is a server test, so it's not 100% realistic. I mean, you've got stats and potential level skills that are unrealistic in a way, but I mean, it still gives you an idea of pretty good estimate of what the potential is. Luckily today is Friday and the weekend's about to start in a couple hours for me at least, but a lot of activities definitely coming up in both versions, JP and Global. The LR Vegito and Gogeta are going to become available in Global, and they're also coming back in JP. So yeah, a lot of things coming up. Going to be a pretty busy weekend for everybody, it seems. Luckily, it is on the weekend instead of, you know, midweek. It's a little bit harder to grind during the week, you know. So, overall, hopefully this kind of gave you a glimpse of, what this guy is like, with, the maximum amount of potential orbs invested. And, if you do have, dupes sitting, around within your deck and you've always thought about whether it's worth it or not, hopefully this gave you, a better idea. Obviously, it's not like, I'm not going to tell you one way or the other, but, it's at least to provide you some visibility as to, whether it's worth it or not. So certainly appreciate you watching, and definitely stay tuned later. I'll be uploading a different unit later on this evening.